Let's now travel to the Antarctic, where cutting-edge science is being used to rediscover our past on an even greater scale. Here, the impact is not on a harbor or even on a Great Lake, but our entire ecosystem. To get there, we need to make a stop in Venice, Italy. It might seem surprising, but what happens at the poles affects everyone. It affects some even more than others, such as the city of Venice. Let's let Warren Cairns explain.
I'm a researcher with the Italian National Research Council in the Institute for Polar Sciences. I live and work in Venice, which is a city on the front line of climate change. We're only, at certain times of day, a few centimeters above sea level.
Famously, Venice itself is subsiding, but a third of the change is due to the rise in sea levels.
It's something that's just very, very evident here. You walk around Venice and you see steps to go down, to go into the family gondola outside the palazzi, and they're underwater. They're never above water now, these steps that were installed in the past.
In 2005, Italy and France jointly established Concordia, a permanent year-round base in the Antarctic. This is one place where Dr. Cairns and his colleagues have taken ice cores.
And the specific point of Concordia Station is the ice at that point is over 3,000 meters thick. And we hope to find ice from over 1.5 million years ago. And we work to look at understanding and separating the natural signal from the man-made signal so we can help our colleagues in other institutions improve their climate models and environmental models.
Ice cores are often taken within the top 3 or 4 meters of ice, but can also be taken from several kilometers down.
Depending on where you are in Antarctica, that then means how far back in time you go, because in Antarctica the snow accumulates in layers, a bit like tree rings, and so each year the pollutants, the air and anything else in the air is trapped in the ice or in the bubbles between the snowflakes.
Working at this level of precision requires that the equipment be extremely clean. This is where Veolia Water Technologies contributes its expertise.
Because we're looking at contaminants in Antarctica, which is effectively a large open-air clean room, we have to clean everything before we go, which means using large amounts of ultra-pure water for washing, rinsing, cleaning and decontaminating all the materials we send down to Antarctica.
The data from this research has informed everything in climate science, enabling scientists to understand the past and plan for the future. Speaking of planning ahead, a new research project began in December 2021.
We've got a project called Ice Memory, where we're actually collecting ice core samples from different parts of the world, and we're going to store those ice core samples in Antarctica in the hope that they'll be saved before the ice cap where they come from has melted. And so instrumentation that will have improved in the future can then get a lot more information from these ice cores than we are able to get at the moment.